For instance, she has worked her way across the United States. She was born in Rochester, New York, and stayed there to receive her degree in business administration from Rochester Institute of Technology. But probably more important, she met Bernard Kochanowski, I think I pronounced that right, and had 2 wonderful sons, and now has 5 fabulous granddaughters. After mastering his name was accomplished, everything went smoothly.
I will briefly explain Kochanowski. It's a very aristocratic name. In the year 900 AD, there was a very famous Polish poet, Jan Kochanowski. It is pronounced Kochanowski. And when I was in Poland last September, they loved me because they knew the name right off the bat. Now, any Polish name ending in Owski, ow of ski, son, and then you take the prefix. And this means son of a lover. Can you beat that? And being such an unusual name, I'm going to say one thing I want to tell you people, that my 23-year-old granddaughter that graduated from Davis last year has just published her first book on Amazon, and it just came out 3 weeks ago. And if you type the word Kochanowski in the search line, you will see her book.
Her business career has spanned most of her life, and that was in sales. But the past 20 years she spent in human resources. So I want you to beware when Joyce approaches you, because she is extremely versed in sales and how to deal with people. While in San Carlos, she was active in many community organizations, enabling her to make many friends and be an active community member. But one of her activities there doesn't seem to have carried over to Palos Verdes. She performed on stage with dancing and drama. Why did you not show these talents to Palos Verdes?
Well, the problem is, when I moved down here in '79, I knew I really had to find working. So the stage and screen had to go away. Back in the 70s, in '77, I actually had the privilege of going into San Francisco and trying out for Name That Tune, along with 9,000 other people. And they actually selected me as one of 77 people to be on the nighttime show. Well, that was quite an accomplishment in my life. When I came down here and went back to work, I must tell you, and not many people know this, the first company I ever worked for, Temcor, we built the dome that covered the Spruce Goose, which is now the terminal for the Carnival Cruise Line. And I had the privilege of going inside of that dome before it had opened, and they had just brought the bird in. We called it the bird. And we were lucky enough to go up inside of the plane before they refurbished it to see everything. So now when I go through Long Beach, and every time I see that dome, I think of the very first job I had when I came down here. And it sure was different than the mortuary job that I had in San Francisco for 5 years.
But probably more important for us, Joyce let her extensive experience in community organizations prevail over her stage performance. She has switched her talents to leadership and money. Joyce is either on the board or president of every organization that she belongs to, and that is quite a few. Then she exhibited responsibilities and the trustworthiness of handling money, resulting in holding the office of treasurer. Let me tell you, she is dynamite at it. Exactness and timeliness are dominant traits. For example, she's been treasurer of Affinity for the past 10 years. And so far, all of our financial transactions have balanced every year.
As far as they know.
Well, they better have balanced because I don't want to go to Rikers or Terminal Island or anything like that. And even though I was a human resource manager and I love human resource with all my heart and soul, I do like working with figures and I do like balancing books. So it really wasn't hard for me to take those jobs on. And I am so glad to be here right now, seeing you all, because, you know, you never know. If I make a mistake, they may take me away.
But you know, with all these responsibilities and participation in community activities, she finds so much time to frequently travel far and near. And not only that, but she plays bridge and mahjong regularly, except when she's traveling. And in her spare time, whatever that is, she loves to read and cook. But most of all, we are so pleased for Joyce being with us and her participation in Affinity and the many, many other organizations and thousands of hours that she has given to Palos Verdes and all of its wonderful community.
Thank you, Jamie. I want to thank you all for coming here today, and this means an awful lot to me. Jamie did a great job, and it's wonderful to have my two sons, Paul and Doug, here today, and my wonderful boyfriend, companion for 20 years, Guy Hawker. We've been together for all these years, and it's wonderful to be in these organizations, and I want to tell you people, go out there and volunteer, because you know what? If you're busy, you don't get into any problems, and it keeps you busy and out of trouble. Thank you.
One last thing before Joyce leaves the stage. It's her birthday today. Tomorrow. So shall we sing happy birthday?
Birthday.
Happy
Birthday to